Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'm here today because it's Wednesday, so that means it is box day. And my niece gave me her 2 little lollipops that she got from summer camp. And she said I could do a box for them. Of course, I got to give them back. No, she would let me eat them if I like them, but I don't eat these flavors. But anyway, so I thought it'd be cute to make a little pizza box style, you know, for the little dum-dums like this. You could tie ribbons on them. You can turn them into witches' brooms, like for Halloween or something like that. Stick them in the box and they're gorgeous. So let's go ahead and get our purple book out, which is the pizza box style box template. And I need a pen. We need a ruler. Right, so I want my box to open this way. Okay, so let's see, my left to right is going to be, let's do 3, you know what, let's just do it, I was going to say 3/4, but it looks like slightly over. Let's do an inch. So my left to right is 1 inch by, they are how tall? Let's do 3.5. And they are roughly 3/4. It's probably going to be another inch, but let's see if we can get away with this. So 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. Yes, I wrote too many lines in that one, but it's fine. My left to right is 1 inch. My up and down is 3.5. Yeah, I don't know why I can't write my fractions today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, which is going to be 0.75 plus 3.5 plus 0.75 plus 3.5 plus 0.75 equals 9.25. Let's try, oh, I got pencil. 1, 2, 3, 0.75 plus 1 plus 0.75 equals 2.5. Okay. So that means that on the long side, we're scoring at 3/4. 4.25, 5, and 8.5. And on the short side, it's going to be 3/4 and 1 3/4. That's a skinny box, but that's what the math says, so let's follow it. Okay, paper. So 9.25 by 2.5. This was my checklist for the what you call them? I was looking everywhere for it and I just found it randomly on my desk. Alright, so 2.5 by 9.25. Where's my paper trimmer? Oh my gosh, I skipped. I think I did this last week or the week before. I don't know why I'm skipping pages. That's weird. 2.5 by 9.25. 2.5 by 9.25. You can get 3 of these boxes from a sheet of paper. Let's see. We're going to do the cheater way, 3/4 inch on all 4 sides. don't know if this is going to be great. I guess we will find out. And then 4 1/4 and 5 on the long side. 4 1/4 and 5 on the long side. You can follow all your measurements instead of doing the cheater way, but the cheater way is easier for me. It's the same, it gets you the same results whether you do 3/4, 4 1/4, 5, and then 8 1/2, rotate it and do 3/4 and 1 3/4. It gives you the same exact results. It's just one way you don't have to think about the measurements, the cheater way, because it's just 3/4 all the way around, and then you just have to do the 2 middle ones. But saying that out loud, that sounds more complicated, the way I did it. But for me, that's the easy way. For you, it might be the complicated way. Alright, so we're burnishing. Okay. Alright, long side at the top. We're going to go ahead and start by the bottom right. Cut that score line. Miter on the square. If you want, you can cut the bulk, which I do, or you can leave it whole, it doesn't matter. Middle score line, cut up. Next score line, cut up. Miter. Leave the bulk, cut the bulk, whatever you want to do. Okay, and your final score line on the left, cut up. Miter, bulk. In this case, you do not want to touch your rectangles. You don't do anything to these rectangles other than cut on that score line. Okay, leave the rectangles whole. What you do on the bottom, you got to do on the top and vice versa. So cut up all of your score lines, or do one at a time, it don't matter. Miter, bulk on the square. Score line, miter, bulk on the square. Last score line, miter, bulk on the square. Okay. Clean up, put all this away. Move my trash can closer. Sorry if you couldn't hear that. I was just moving my trash can closer. Okay, now your tabs. The bottom tray gets 4 tabs. The top tray gets 2 tabs. If you're using directional paper, take a second to fold it over to see what's going to be the top and what's going to be the bottom. If you're using cardstock, it doesn't matter. Or non-directional paper. Oh my gosh. So I like to glue 4 tabs at a time. You can do 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time, whatever you want. Your most important is making sure you get the glue on the folded edge. And line your corners up, making sure they make a crisp edge. I do my glue like this because I hate to wait for it to dry. So if I put a little bit on beforehand, by the time I get to number 3 and number 4, they're a little bit tacky. They're almost dry. So waiting time is less. Lazy. Alright, so those are in there. Okay. And again, we're going to do the same thing with our top 2 tabs for the top of our box, making sure your glue gets to that folded, all the way to the folded edge. And glue, and glue, and hold and wait. That's all we're doing is holding and waiting. Waiting and holding. I like to make sure my box Right here has a good flip. Let this dry. And get your snacks. Well, this would be cute for Christmas. You have your red and green in a little display box. You can tie it, like I said, you could tie a ribbon if you wanted to go that extra step. And you have a perfect little display box. It looks like a chapstick box. You can, if you want to, add a little finger pull if you have the small circles, or, you know, whatever you have. That just cut off a tiny bit, but that's fine. Just a little something to show this is where you open it. So there you go. Nice and cute. A little way to offer a treat. You could always just tie a ribbon around it and call it done. Or just stick a flat sticker, because if you're doing these for craft shows, kids' classrooms, they're honestly just going to throw the box away. Great way to use up your scraps and your flat stickers. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.